Okay, cool. And so we are now live and bang. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, peace and many continued blessings. I go by the name of G1 to the rescue, representing the Southwest Authority on wrestling, hip hop, and everything in between. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the MANIA podcast. As always, we coming to you. We keeping the schedule of every 2 weeks. Me and the gang, we're getting it in. Without any further ado, of course, our wonderful panel, my good friends, my good peoples, motherfuckers that's gonna add to this conversation in a major way. You already know my co-host and brother, artist extraordinaire, Squid Gang, Teak motherfucking Hall. Teak, what up, man?
What up, y'all? How y'all doing today? T Carter Villain in the building, as always, at the bottom of your screen, repping the Mania podcast, MMP.
Yes, indeed. And this is episode 209, by the way. 209 episodes in, y'all. We're gonna keep that motherfucker going. And of course, on my screen, at least anyway, to my immediate right, with the green hair, looking like old school Khalees, looking like I hate you so much right now, Khalees, looking like get along with you, Khalees, right now. Nah, I fuck with it though. Our wonderful tech goddess and fellow wrestling enthusiast, the beautiful Ashton, aka DJ Ash 10. What up?
Hey, happy to be here. I told y'all I was finna be back. They couldn't stop me. I don't know who they is, but told y'all I was gonna be back.
So,
what's up? I'm just chilling at the crib, getting ready to head out to Chicago for the Purple Block Party.
Yeah, and this is and tell the people a little something about the Purple Block Party, because that's something that's going on the West Side. And if you're from Chicago and if you're from a particular side of the city, you might venture out, but that should be seeming like another universe. So I knew nothing of Purple Fest growing up. So talk to the people about Purple Fest and what you're gonna be doing up there.
So it's the Purple Block Party.
Purple Block Party. My fault.
It's all about bringing the community together. This is actually the first year.
Ooh,
so,
okay.
The organizers were like, there aren't any festivals on like the real West Side, and they really wanted to be able to share the West Side with the community, because if you think about it, on the West Side of Chicago, that's what we're talking about. There's not a whole lot of events that are actually like West. Like as far as you're gonna get West is like the United Center. And that's about it. That's where the
this gonna be in the hood though, right?
Is it Garfield Park? It's the conservatory though. Ain't nobody finna blick up the conservatory.
Oh, what you mean? I mean, but we ain't gonna speak that into existence though.
They won't.
Yeah, we ain't gonna speak that into existence.
They won't.
We gonna say that everything gonna be smooth, and that weekend they gonna celebrate
because Jim Jones gonna be there, Pivot Gang gonna be there.
Look, all I'm saying is on the West Side, I know that's where most of the CVLs is at. If they there, we cool. We ain't got nothing to worry about. But no, show some love. Ash is gonna be spending the ones and twos. She gonna have a set there, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yes, I will. I will have a set there. And I will also be recruiting on behalf of Dropbox. So if you're in Chicago and you are looking for this remote work, come on through.
I'm in Arizona and I'm looking for some remote. Well, we'll talk about that later, but
just run that resume. That's all.
I got you.
Yeah. Ash, I don't know if you can see my hair, but my shit is green too. We in here matching.
Hey. Oh yeah. I always forget he got the color at the end of his shit too.
Oh, you got all kind of colors though.
Yeah,
I got purple and green going on right now.
That's what mine is supposed to be. It's supposed to be like purple at the root and then the rest green. Yeah, I like that.
Them like Teak's signature colors though. Like I realized, I realized that like he a Ninja Turtle fan. He loved purple. We got a lot of like purplish shit around us.
And if you look at the main logo, it's green and purple in that bad boy. I'm 90% sure.
More oranges and golds and purple, but it still falls into that line.
Logo or my logo? Because my logo is green and.
Oh, your logo is green. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about the MMP logo. My bad.
No.
Pardon the body. No. For sure, man. Well, we got so much of course we ain't gonna get to everything, but we got so much to discuss within the topics laid out, which is still a lot because a lot has happened over the last couple of weeks in the world of wrestling, and we are heading into a large wrestling week.
And you know what? Before we get into the week,
Yep.
you know, I just gotta be real with myself, and be a big person.
Oh, wait. I know what you're finna say. But save that for them because I know exactly what you're finna say. But save that for right on top of that topic because you got
maybe you should save what you doing also, G1, because I mean the first thing we're supposed to do is them good old putovers. But
yes, of course. Yeah, that's what I was about to do. So you want me to say putovers?
No, it sounded like you was jumping right into the world of wrestling.
No. I was telling her because what she was about to talk about was Gargano's return, but I'm like saving it for the top.
Well, you're not supposed to. It was supposed to be a surprise so they can hang on. You don't know how to do this. You got to make them wait to the end.
It's still a surprise.
Now they on a cliffhanger. They know we're gonna talk about it in a second. Right now,
in a second,
exactly. It's still a surprise because of what she got to say about it. She told me before you popped in, and I was like, I got your ass. But yeah, man, put overs. Y'all know how we do this, ladies and gentlemen. If this is your first time watching this, and of course, you know it don't register everybody, but if this is your first time watching this, we like to put over things, not necessarily in the wrestling world. Before we get into the wrestling world, so if there was something this week that you loved that didn't necessarily have anything to do with wrestling, or if there was something that intrigued you that didn't necessarily have anything to do with wrestling, please type it in the comments from wherever you may be watching, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and also we're gonna get into our own. So I'm gonna kick things off, ladies first. I'm gonna kick things off with DJ Ash 10. What is your put over for the week?
You know, I gotta honestly say,
what's up?
My put over for the week is Costco.
Okay.
I gotta say that. You know,
love Costco.
I'm in, you know, I think I want to call it my 5th year of adulting. Because I don't call it that until after you got out your 20s. I'm in my 5th year of adulting. You know, and you know, realizing that there's this place where you can buy essentials in bulk and they will deliver same day.
Bruh. Yes. Very dope.
You ain't even got to carry that heavy ass shit up the stairs.
Bruh. Man, Costco's a wonderful thing. TV deals be crazy.
I was like last week years old when I found out they delivered, bruh.
I could imagine. When I found that out, I was like, yo, we got to get a Costco card and a Sam's Club card ASAP.
Man.
Was there something in particular that you picked up from Costco today that you didn't realize you wasn't gonna have to carry home yourself, but they could do it?
Well, it wasn't something like today, but I ended up getting myself on the Costco membership for the low a Ninja coffee maker.
Okay. Oh, motherfucking Ninja.
You know when it got Ninja on it, that means it worked.
Yeah.
So what does a Ninja coffee maker do? Is it grounding your coffee for you? Like, is you put the whole beans in there and it's chopped?
I ain't got that big ass expensive version, but they got one of those. I got the one where you can grind up your own beans.
Hey.
And then you can also get a K-cup.
Oh.
And then it also has a frother. And then you could also do like a full cup of coffee.
And then
it also does espresso.
And then
that's it.
And then.
But it's dope because and then you could also set the time for it to like start brewing in the morning. So like you could wake up to the smell of coffee. Like,
see, that's them fucking robots, man.
Let's not get into AI.
Automatically doing shit in the morning.
Let's not get into the AI of the week.
No,
all right?
I need to press that button my damn self.
I'm sorry, but the last thing that I want to do is wake up to the smell of coffee.
Really? It's
Really?
such a beautiful smell.
You don't like a smoke in a cup?
I don't drink coffee. And my mom used to drink. I mean, not used to. She drink coffee, but I mean, I grew up my whole life with the smell of coffee in the morning. You know, first thing in the morning, and I'm good.
Yeah, see, my mother wasn't a morning coffee drinker. She was just whenever the moment called for it. She wasn't like killing 90 cups a day and no shit like that. But it didn't necessarily have to be morning. It could be morning. It could be mid-afternoon, early afternoon. It could be at night if she up watching TV and she just want to stay there, because I do it sometimes too. Like if I'm tired but I don't want to leave this, I'll make me a cup of coffee real quick. Just a little half a cup, just something to grease the wheels. So it is.
I feel like we talked about this before, but people who drink coffee then told me that they have to get up extra early so that they can drink coffee and then take a shit, because coffee is gonna make you take a shit, right?
Coffee is definitely a diuretic.
I don't got time to be getting up.
Time out. You should be boo-booing in the morning anyway.
That's true though.
I know, but I'm not getting up extra early
in the morning. You don't have to wake up extra early. It should be your regular boo time.
To brew the coffee, I got to get up earlier.
That's why you got to have the timer setting. That's why it's already done.
And then I'm trying to tell my job, I'm like,
and be on the toilet.
Then I tell my job, I'm like, you want me to come in with the bubble gut, so I'm clocking in and going straight to the bathroom?
Man, I'm guilty as charged of that shit.
I can do my first hour and a half on the toilet if that's what y'all want.
I know I'm super guilty as charged. I didn't have many days where working at like call centers and shit, I didn't had to clock in and be like, oh fuck, here we go.
I mean, I didn't have to take some note taking time to real quick. I'm like, hey, I had to put some notes on this account.
Time away from the day. Oh, put yourself in notes.
I couldn't take no calls.
Every person that's ever worked at a call center knows
your AC is high. your ACW, your after call work.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah. Like that's okay if it's high for that one day. Running late, having coffee in the car.
We're gonna drop a bomb for after call work right now. Drop a bomb for after call work.
The funny thing is when you show up late but you got food, it's like, yeah, you know why I'm late. You know.
No, it's not. You know why I'm late. I was late. I was finna be late anyway. So why should I come in here hungry?
There it is.
That's what I'm saying. So you know why I'm late,
right? I was gonna be late.
This food was happening either way. So
I knew my ass was gonna be late about an hour ago. I hopped in the drive-through.
I'm like, whose song is that? Because that's gonna be my new ringtone.
I'll be telling G1, I'll be like, dude, how am I leaving to go to work when I'm supposed to
already be? Listen, shit happens, literally. Oh man, hey, so you'll put over Costco online delivery, right? Beautiful thing. So she just spread the word. She just put it out there for those of you with a Costco card. If you have not done so, take advantage of that online delivery when you buying that 85-inch TV and you don't feel like carrying that motherfucker. Make them carry it.
Especially if you're in your 3rd to 5th year of adulting.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That's the time.
Definitely. Like I don't like my knees ain't that great, so I that's why I live on the first floor. Fuck that shit. But anyway,
that's what happens when you grew up on Super Donuts and Arizona iced teas.
You already know the drill. That's the one thing I did know about Arizona growing up in Chicago is y'all got some good iced tea. Teak, yo, put over my dude.
Okay, so. It probably ain't gonna surprise G1 because he done been over here, so he know what I done been doing.
Ooh, I know what it is.
Been watching P-Valley.
Hey,
this season they wrote that.
And first off, Ash,
have you finished it?
I got 3 episodes left, so
they wrote that.
No spoilers, please.
I ain't even gonna say nothing because I don't even know where you at. But all I'm gonna say is they wrote that.
The last episode that I seen was the episode after the shit happened with Big Teak. That's the last episode I seen. So I would be starting episode 8 when I go back into it. So I got 3 episodes left.
Okay.
But yeah, this shit is good.
Down in the valley where the girl is getting naked.
I already don't have no issue with none of the ABC boys or none of the trans community or anything like that. So watching the show wasn't an issue for me. But before seeing the show, I heard a lot of talk about people saying that this show is trying to push a narrative and all this other stuff, blah, blah, blah. Outside of that, the story is good. The characters are good. It's well written. It's well acted. The stripping is off the hook.
It is really phenomenal. I just put the applause on G1.
I'm already there. I'm already there. Big applause. Big applause.
Okay.
Big applause.
I had to go follow Mercedes in Mississippi on Instagram.
Yes, Brandy Evans, my soror.
But also, what I wanted to talk about is Lil Murder. So Jay Alphonse Nickel.
I'm so sad he's married.
I went and checked out his IDB. Like, I didn't even know he was in shit that he was in. Because I didn't really pay him any attention until this show, because he's a big part of this show, right? But he also is a musician. He wrote the songs and actually rapped those. I've been listening to those songs on Spotify. He's got a playlist on his page of all his P Valley songs. And they're good. So that adds to the character of also watching his progression of, like, when you listen to the playlist in the beginning, the songs in the beginning of the show that wasn't that good, and how the songs get better, you know. But yeah, man, it's just, I'm like, if you like good characters and good storytelling with a side of titties, you know, titties and ass and stripping with good storytelling and good characters, go ahead and watch this. Now, there is, as G1 said to me, there were some scenes where G1 said he averted his eyes. For those of you who are uncomfortable by certain things, you might want to see what the show is about before you dive into it. But they ain't showing nothing worse than you would see on Skinamax. You know, it's softcore at best.
HBO, it's a cable network show.
I mean, in all honesty, they barely showing titties in the show. You know, I'm like, what type of strip club is this where they ain't taking no?
It's about the story, Teak.
No, it's because they're not supposed to be naked with alcohol.
Oh yeah, that is true. I forgot about that.
And I mean, at the very least, even if they not completely naked, like you said, their performance and the pole skills is insane.
Oh man, them pole skills is like, somebody was like, "Where do I got to go to see stuff like this?" I'm like, Magic City, like,
right. I've been to a hood strip club in Atlanta. No lie, it was kind of similar. I know this show don't take place in Atlanta, but I'm like, yo, I've
down south though.
Be Live out here used to be really nice.
Used to, definitely emphasis on the used to.
R.I.P. Be Live.
I ain't never seen no. I mean, I've seen it, but not in real life. I've never seen chicks do the surfboard where the one chick is standing on the other.
That shit was crazy
on the pole.
When I seen that on the show, I was like,
I've
wow.
seen video of that where they do that at Magic City. I'm like, obviously people know how to do that shit for real, but I ain't never been where somebody is twerking on the ceiling. You know,
you got to be athletic.
You got to be an athlete. It got to be more than thighs.
In the show when she had got injured, it was like, yeah, you can't be holding that body weight up on that pole. Like, that is. It's some skills. Got to give it to them strippers. Not y'all lazy ones that's just walking around the club with a bucket looking for tips. I'm talking about the ones that's actually getting it in.
Yes,
y'all
sir.
Y'all just like wrestlers. You know?
God. It's more in them. It's more in them ass and thighs than just like we said, super donuts and bread and shit. These motherfuckers got muscles.
Let me tell you how they like wrestlers, because the lies that they be telling you is scripted when you in the strip club.
So say that. Woo, my dude. He ain't told no lies.
But you got to be athletic to pull off the moves that they doing. So y'all get it.
You got to.
They done made up whole personalities, whole kids that they ain't got, whole.
Yeah, they living in kayfabe for your.
Yep,
it's wild, man. But yeah, listen, P
Valley,
Valley,
like you said, down in the valley where the
girlies get naked. I ain't gonna lie, that's one of the hardest theme songs I've ever heard for a weekly series. Like from whoever's rapping on that. I like the little ratchet delivery, the track crazy. That is probably one of my favorite TV theme songs of the last 5 years. Like
shit, that Mississippi Pride song that he do make me want to be from Mississippi.
601. I got blood out there between
Pride.
Listen, the 901 in Mississippi, so Memphis and Mississippi. I got blood out there. I've spent many summers and many family reunions getting ate up by mosquitoes and shit, waiting on motherfucker to get done with the grill so we can get these ribs. You feel me?
Well, now you an adult, so when you make your way back down there, you can go.
I tell you what, I was an adult. Yes, absolutely. I was an adult the very last time I went down there. So I was in Memphis. Memphis in May 2011. Me and somebody else I was dating at the time back home. We flew out to Memphis together for our family reunion, and that was my first time there as an adult. So, Memphis in May, when you were an adult, you could just hop in the bar, go get you could drink margaritas on the street, and everybody going crazy and dancing and shit. Yeah, that was a lit time. I ain't even finna lie to you. I definitely wouldn't mind doing that again. That was a fun ass time, man. But yeah, P Valley, Stars app. If
Costco.
You have Costco
free delivery,
definitely
service. So while you sitting on the couch watching P Valley, you can order your groceries and have them delivered. Costco got them pre-made meals, so you can take that shit straight in the house, straight into the oven or the microwave.
Tell them
without missing a beat.
But yeah, if you have not watched it, that's the one thing I can say. Overall, both seasons I've watched so far, it's been a really, really, really good show as far as the subplot and everything, the performances and everything. It is a good show. If I'm looking at it from a performance aspect all the way around, it's just a quality show. Granted, there's some things in season 2 I don't entirely agree with, but it's still a good show nonetheless.
It peaked. The nigga went on face.
Right. I figured I was gonna tell you.
I was like, yo, how we do that in front of his man's though? I was so hurt.
Tell me about it.
Go to sleep sad now.
Oh, it gets. Oh man, tell me about it, man. It's crazy, but still, go watch it if you haven't watched it. Please do. P Valley, I fuck with it. Man, my put over for the week is a brand new original Netflix movie that I'm sure many of the world has seen. But I can't stop watching it. I've probably watched it 3 or 4 times up to now. We're talking about the all new comedy, action, gory Day Shift with Jamie Foxx and Snoop Dogg.
Watch what you're saying. I ain't seen it yet.
Okay. I mean,
it was real good.
It was a quality movie. There's the general back of the DVD subplot that I get aware. I have to put that disclaimer because they think I'm going to spoil the whole thing. But the general back of the DVD case subplot is Jamie Foxx plays a character by the name of Bud Jablonski that, like many others in his hometown, is just so happens to be part of a union of vampire hunters.
Where the fuck that name come from? What you say,
Bud Jablonski? I don't know, but yeah, he's just Bud throughout the whole movie.
He could have been adopted. We don't know.
Nigga name.
I just go by Bud too if that was my last name.
So yeah, man. So Bud is part of a union of vampire hunters that exist. We talking about a guy in LA in the hood. You know what I'm saying, working, trying to hold his family together. Megan Good is looking good as usual, playing his baby mama. You know, things happen. He got to get that money. The only way he gonna get that money is he got to get back in his vampire union. And of course, one of the big wigs in the thing is Snoop Dogg's character. So and when I say Snoop, let me tell you about Snoop. Snoop damn near plays himself every movie. This was a different him, I guess, because now he's older and he's great. It was a different look for Snoop. I wasn't used to seeing Snoop in a trench coat with a cowboy hat on.
Okay, you're giving a lot.
Like,
you're giving
that's
a lot.
That's a lot. That's a preview. You can see that in the preview.
I mean, and that sounds like what he had on in Bones or something. You talking about you ain't used to seeing him in that? I done seen Snoop in a trench coat and a hat before.
Well, I'm saying like full, like it's different when you see him in this like Western style. It's not the same as something like Bones. This is a completely different look for Snoop. It gives Snoop so much grit, if you will. And that's what makes it dope. He gets his shine on. I remember him saying on his little news thing that he does on YouTube that like he always wanted to be in a movie where it's like he really gets to be about that action and some certain other things. So he gets his shine in this, next to Jamie, next to Megan. It's a solid movie. It's a lot of fun. I kind of look at it, even though it's not necessarily zombies, I look at it as like a damn near all black zombie land, if you will. With two characters, but I like the way the vampires are and all that, and just kind of the different take. Everybody has their different takes on like different type of mythology and different things that's been done over and over again. There's been a million type of vampires. There's been a million type of werewolves. There's been a million type of, superheroes, whatever. But I like to see everybody take on it. So this particular take on vampires, I really enjoyed. Funny ass movie. Funny ass one-liners. Dave Franco, I believe, is also in the film.
Don't forget Dave Franco's in it.
Yes, Dave Franco is also in the film. Funny as hell. Him and Jamie, funny as fuck. Please watch the movie. It's on Netflix. You have no excuse to watch it. I'm sure many people, many households around the world up to this point have Netflix. So please go watch it. Day Shift, Jamie Foxx, Snoop Dogg, Dave Franco, Megan Good, fine ass. Please go check that out. But yeah, man, this wrestling, this motherfucking wrestling, so much has went down. God, it's like, man, Teak, kick us off, man, with that with that first topic. What we gonna get into first, bro?
I'm barely hearing what you're saying, but I'm following you. I think you said
I was saying kick us off with that first topic, man, because we finna get into some wrestling. We got a lot to talk about. We got a big week ahead of us. So what we talking about, T?
Let's see what we got on the list here first.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mm-hmm. A topic that I titled "The Gargano Near Escape."
Oh, my God.
So this is where I got to step in.
Yes,
Gargano was almost out of there.
I got to step in because last time we were together, I swore up and down that there was no way that he was returning this year. I stood on that soapbox. I died on that hill. And like the very next day, my God, he comes out. So I'm like, oh, okay. All right.
And what was probably the most genuine surprise of all surprises in the wrestling industry, like this man been gone for 9 months. Yeah, he's hit social media here or there, but
also because it was in Canada, I was surprised they brought him back there. Like overseas in Canada and stuff, the crowds are known to be different. I mean, it's great. Gargano was a baby face and he still got welcomed back. He probably would have got a bigger welcome if it would have been in the States, though. But hey, either way it goes, he's back.
That's true. And I mean, man, even so, like that Toronto crowd, when they seen that motherfucking logo on the screen, it was like half the crowd was like, ooh, wait, oh, that's Snoop. And then his name popped up and it was like, everybody fucking stood up and everything. It was crazy. And then they put him in a feud with the right person. Because
I like that they putting them in a feud together. I also feel like it's a little bit of Triple H having to put some white out over what Vince McMahon just did.
True.
Because Vince is the one who Vince put Austin Theory up on that position, right? So what I think is going to happen is I think that they're going to have a match for the briefcase.
Ooh.
I think the whole thing and give the briefcase to Gargano.
Put the money in the bank up?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. That's a crazy hot take. I got to give you that one.
I'll watch that.
That would be nuts. Yeah, I would go crazy for that. Let me give Miss Hot Take sound on that. Yeah, that's a good hot take.
Because nobody was excited about Austin Theory having it. Nobody really is excited about him like that. And since Vince left, I mean, we know that was Vince's project, but he's become the whipping boy since Vince left. Like, people is like, oh, we gonna take out our frustration on you, you know. So I can see Triple H bringing back one of his prize guys, Gargano, and to bring him back to sweeten the pot was like, yo, we gonna give you the money in the bank.
I knew it was coming, and as to your point, this is how I knew at some point. I didn't know when, I didn't know where, but this is how I knew some point he was coming back to WWE. That qualifying match that Ciampa had before he got to fight Lashley for the US title. Whoever he was fighting that day, I forgot who it was. I want to say it was AJ. It was AJ. He was fighting AJ, and he performed the Gargano escape on AJ. And you heard bro on commentary say, man, if you want something done right, you got to do it yourself. DIY. Now they're on the DIY. Same show.
They quoted DIY, and he did the move. So that was some foreshadowing. It was some foresight right there.
Absolutely.
And I mean, now that he's back, it's just so much stuff that they can do. Like I said, they can give him the money in the bank. He can try to do some stuff like that. If he gets the money in the bank and wins the money in the bank, you can actually have him and Ciampa feud again, because he wants, Ciampa wants the gold anyway. So he can start attacking Gargano if Gargano wins from getting the money in the bank. And then eventually we can always circle back around to putting them back together. And then giving the main roster fans some DIY.
That's big. That's big gold right there. That's Ciampa going after Big Goldie. You know what I'm saying? Like, that would be dope. And speaking of Big Goldie, let's get my man's from the top. And he got the Guerrero belt. Oh, shout out to Rock Knowledge. Rock Knowledge in the building. Big Rock, what up? Why?
Late as always.
It's okay. We didn't get started until about 15 minutes later. I was trying to make sure the connection was good, but it's cool, man. Welcome. And we did kind of break off into Gargano's return real quick, and we'll jump right back into that. I want to give you a chance. If you got a put over, give us a put over, man. What was you digging this week that didn't have nothing to do with wrestling? Which is probably a lot of stuff for you, but
yeah. I'm actually going to put myself over, man. I am on day 25 of my 31 days to 42, where I'm forcing myself to write every day.
Hey!
To further prove that I'm not washed up and trash no more.
Listen, I've been seeing your stuff, and I've been absorbing it. Like, a couple of times I just rolled up and I went back and just looked at a couple of them like, this fucker really has an amazing pen. Why did he stop? I don't understand.
Yeah.
It's such a
Rock said one of those days he did was trash. I saw him write it in his
comment. Right. Nah, bro. You can say I'm bail bondsman or whatever. Nah, bro. I you know me, I'm a lyricist. If I'm looking at that shit, I'm like, man, Rock is different. Rock is special. And you just don't meet too many. We would expect you to just flat out be a rapper, but you are a poet, and you're a seasoned poet, and it's beautiful and it's great words, man. So big stuff. You should definitely. We're gonna big crowd on Rock, big crowd.
Yeah. So it's my I did it last year too. So I did 31 days to 41 last year, and then decided, why not? Let's do it again. And typically by like day 10 or 12, I'm like, why do I do this to myself? Because I don't like to force myself to write. I really don't. I don't like forcing myself to write. Like, I've never been the dude that, like, I always wrote, like, my creative process is spontaneous. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't like having to, like, have to write something ever. So some days it's a goddamn struggle.
I can imagine.
And sometimes I feel like I'm writing the same piece every day.
I feel the same way a lot of times with tracks, because it'd be like, man, when there's like something that I'm trying to like submit for, it's like, hell, if I'm just making beats for the sake of making beats or writing songs for the sake of writing songs, I can do that shit all day. Give me some weed, my beloved NPC here, and we good. We off and running. So no, I definitely feel you on that.
Yeah.
But no, for those of y'all that don't know, Rock Knowledge, legendary Writers Guild camp, alongside our beloved Mega Ran. Shout out to Mega Ran, Rock the Tirade, Penny the Great, Mr. Miranda. Shout out to him. Just give me 5. Big platform. Man, and of course
Dust.
Hell yeah, and of course, Rock. Now, Slot Funk Dust, who I was really just meeting for the first time all of last week, and man, like I gotta say, he's special. Dude got some joints.
I've been blessed to be a part of 2 legendary crews in Arizona between TSOI, Writers Guild, Cutthroat Logic affiliate. So my resume speaks for itself.
Yeah, man. No, it's a beautiful thing, man, and you're a great wordsmith, man. So it's wonderful to have you. I'm proud of you, bro. Good shit. Keep working that. So yeah, we were talking briefly just to kind of bring you up to speed. We were talking about Johnny Gargano's surprise return at Raw in Toronto and just the general impact that it had. Everybody kind of shared their thoughts. Ash admitted that she didn't think Gargano was coming back this year, and she ended up getting corrected by surprise. So, Rock, what are your thoughts on that, man? How you feel that Gargano will now affect the landscape of today's WWE, Triple H and Stephanie's WWE?
Yeah, I wasn't necessarily surprised. I think once Trips took over, I kind of figured it was only a matter of time before we saw Gargano back with the company. I'm glad he came back to WWE. I think with Trips at the helm, I think Johnny Wrestling is going to do some super dope shit, man. Like Gargano, I mean, NXT days Gargano, he's got classics out the ass. So, man, he's finally going to get a chance on the main roster, I think, to fully like to showcase his talents, because I don't think he would have had the same shot with Vince there.
Nah, so, not even.
It's good, man. I think it's good. It's good for wrestling. It's good for the fan base. It's good for Johnny Gargano. That reaction he got. The reception was crazy. Like people were like, it was big news. It was big news Monday night when he won. So I'm all for it, man. I'm all for Johnny Wrestling.
Absolutely, and part of that, Rock, what me and Teak were discussing. First of all, it was a genuine surprise. Like everybody knew that he was going to come back at some point, but there was no dirt sheets on when. Nobody seen him come into the arena and all that. Matter of fact, from what I heard from the reports, they said that nobody seen Gargano come in until 5 minutes before he walked out.
Yeah.
They kept the ultimate. So it's like, man, you get genuine surprises in wrestling, and then you could genuinely be excited about it. And that's the cool part. Also, to something that me and Teak were talking about before you came in, with him and Ciampa now being on the same show. And to your point, Rock, Gargano had bangers on NXT. So now what happens? Him and Ciampa eventually gonna get the passing somebody belt around and putting on them. Oh, go ahead.
The way we
you
got
gotta tell it right.
Well, the way we got there was Rock. How you feel about Gargano fighting Theory for the Money in the Bank briefcase?
Yep.
I'd rather see Johnny Gargano with the Money in the Bank contract than Theory.
That's what I'm saying. So that's all Triple H got to do is to retcon shit, is to put them in a match for the Money in the Bank briefcase since they was boys. You're like, oh, well, you want to diss them or whatever? Put the case up, then give it to Gargano and just let him do his thing.
Were you about to say Jardinera?
I was about to say Gargano.
No. Oh no.
I was about to say DiGiorno.
Not delivery, brother.
It's the struggle. No, I get it, but oh man, listen, that's it, just the future of WWE, as we spoke of on the last episode, tends to look pretty bright. in the hands of Triple H. And so far, the things that we've been seeing and the returns that we've been seeing have really just been a testament to that. It's crazy. It's a really exciting time, not only to be a wrestling fan, but to be a WWE fan. It's kind of nice again. I ain't gonna say I lost fans.
You even look at our big group chat with like us and the Steel Cage Boys. Like,
shout out.
There was not a lot of talk about WWE up until when Trips took over, and now like we're actually there's actually like people talking about WWE in there again.
I watch my WWE hat and wear it again.
and that's happening across the board. I think everybody is kind of starting to talk about WWE again in a positive light.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing to talk about in a very positive light, and I think I want Ash to kind of speak on this. Something really cool happened with the EST today. Ash, yes. I think you know what we're talking about. Elaborate on how that's about to change her life.
Oh well, Bianca Belair has signed
real
to.
Name.
Sorry, Belair.
Yeah, but Blair's the real name. But go ahead. I'm
fucking G1 over here. Government name.
She said it. I just co-signed.
She said bling bling. You said bling blah.
But she has officially signed to an agency to handle all of her like partnerships. It also said like movie deals, TV deals, like so she's gonna be out here like The Rock.
Yeah, she didn't just sign to a agency, she signed to the agency. I believe WME, isn't that Wilhelmina Models, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it is. Yeah, definitely WME. I'm verifying whether or not that's Wilhelmina Models because I feel like that's the big one that a lot of people are signed to, and a lot of models are signed to. But if that is the case, and of course that's a Google search away. But man, she is about to really like get a big boost in just things that, you know, just opportunities. Like, you know, I would definitely love to see her.
Agency.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. William Morris. Okay. It's not Wilhelmina Models. It's the William Morris Agency. Yeah. But I still know them initials have signed a lot of models, a lot of actors. They have a record label. I do believe Lucky Day is signed to WME Music, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, it's pretty crazy, man. Just to, again, we talked last week almost about this same thing with the Foot Locker partnership, and now here's an even bigger opportunity at this point for not just her, but for anybody to really like be able to step up to the plate and get some ops. She's been seen in a lot of places, so I feel like it was a lot of networking that went into that opportunity because, man, Bianca and Montez been in these streets. They've been out driving NASCARs and shit, and they went in ESPYs and all type of other stuff. So I think it was only
on Star Wars next. Watch.
Shit.
Hey, whatever gets us to see more of Bianca Belair on screen, whatever, I'm all for it. I'm a huge fan of Bianca. Mm-hmm. She's incredibly dope, crazy athletic. She's dumb fine. Like she is just. I love Bianca Belair. There ain't nothing about her I don't like. I love everything about her.
I take a beautiful, dark, thick Jedi Knight or Sith Lord any day. I mean, we got the Inquisitor, but you know I take Bianca though.
Yeah,
definitely,
man. And honestly, man, and I've said it before on Twitter, like I love her and Montez's love. Like I love their love. Like that's some dope ass shit. Like I love that shit. As corny as that sounds, I love that shit.
There's nothing corny about love and love, bro. Straight up.
Yeah, I know. But you feel me though.
The boat shit was what got me. She was genuinely excited about that pontoon boat that Montez bought her. Like that was the first time I ever really heard her out of character. You got me a fucking boat. Like that shit was hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. She's having the time of her life right now, and well deserved because she's been grinding. We seen them NXT days. I seen them days. Keep in mind, this chick makes her own costumes. She does her own braids. She makes the Street Profits costumes. You got time to do all this and still be like the coldest champion of all time, like and mother on top of that. She's a stepmom. So it's like, man, you're fucking like she's the true definition of a black woman. There's nothing that she can't do. And she's showing you flat out.
Our lifestyle.
Absolutely, man. So no, blessings to Bianca. Shout out to the William Morris Agency for seeing what all of us have seen in Miss Bianca Blair, aka Bianca Belair. And yeah, it's fire. I'm excited for the future. I'm really excited for the future. Man, as we get down the old list here, let's talk about freaking Dexter Loomis. Dexter Loomis has been popping up lately. And
I just want to say this is the soap opera stuff I watch wrestling for. Okay. This is why I say wrestling is just a soap opera with some action. All right. So go ahead.
No, you hit the nail on the head, man. I was a fan of his indie name, Samuel Shaw. I was a fan of Samuel Shaw prior to him becoming Dexter Loomis in NXT. I was happy with Dexter Loomis the way he was in NXT, and I'm glad that he's still in that sort of like creepy mode, even creepier now that like he's getting hauled away by police and he's snatching up people out the crowd now. Like it's lit. It's super lit, man.
So check this out, G1. It's kind of like it's kind of like he's been coming to WWE starting shit or whatever because he's trying to get back to her is almost what it's like, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, but what I think is going to end up happening though is that it's all going to lead to a mixed tag match with him versus Miz and Maurice.
Yeah. He went back and got it. He went back and got Indy.
Well, he left her a note that said he'd be back, but I'm sure he's not going to be back. I'm sure she going to be back. She going to come up to the main roster, you know?
Yeah. And the way that they were all together, it would make so much sense. Like you wouldn't think she would need to, but no, she could come up and it would be just as dynamic now as it was, you know, in NXT. So no, definitely good point on that for sure. But damn, we just seeing the like I said, the dark hoodie police stuff, just definitely attitude era vibes. It's a little bit of that. I was watching the DX documentary, the A&E documentary, which is fire, by the way. And just some of the stuff they were talking about, their rise to occasion, just remind me of a lot of stuff that Triple H and them got Dexter Loomis out still doing. And it's beautiful, man. Now, what I've been looking forward to speaking of, because of course
speaking of the Attitude Era, that's how you segue. Okay?
Exactly.
I'm gonna keep out some stuff too for a podcast.
Well, he's a Canadian with some serious attitude, with some serious grit. He's a Hall of Famer, and man, he showed up in Toronto and he showed out in Toronto. 48-year-old WWE Hall of Famer, the Rated R superstar Edge, played 0 games with Damian Priest in that wonderful banger they had. And shout out to Priest, man. He been showing up and he been doing his damn thing. And him and Edge got great chemistry in the ring. They put on a banger in Toronto, man. We seen some things for the first time from Edge we didn't think we would see. This man did a Canadian Destroyer in Canada. As a Canadian.
I mean,
that's just a move you don't see in WWE, period. So just that it's that shock value, and then it's Edge doing that. Edge don't flip. He ain't no flip guy.
But did the crowd flip out for him coming back home?
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, yes, absolutely. They did flips and turned upside down. It was a wonderful homecoming. Wifey was in the front row. Legendary WWE Hall of Famer, the Glamazon Beth Phoenix, was right there in front row for her baby.
Which, and again, you know, like I'm all one for spectacle or whatever, but if you was already going to have Edge return, I mean, coming home to Toronto, and you was going to have Beth there, you could have held Gargano's return for in the States but I guess they ain't gonna be in the States for a while. Is Clash at the Castle this weekend?
That's next weekend.
It's next weekend.
Clash of the Castle, and unfortunately, Clash of the Castle and All Out AEW are literally the same day, which is weird.
Okay,
is it weird or is it planned?
Planned.
Is Gargano Canadian? Isn't Gargano Canadian though?
Is he?
No, Gargano's from.
Sure?
I want to say he's from like Wisconsin or some shit.
Hold on, I'm looking right now. You could be right. I thought maybe he was Canadian.
Yeah.
Oh, Cleveland. My bad.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Cleveland, Ohio. I knew it was Midwest. Yeah. I knew it was Midwest, but I couldn't think of where. But yeah, that's he's a Midwest guy. But they love him though. They showed up for him.
But that was I'm sorry. When did that happen? Was that Friday or was that Monday?
That was Monday when he came back. Okay. That was Monday.
So I think because I was saying that they could have held off on it, but honestly, I think Trips is just pushing that button every week. Mm-hmm. He's like, yo, we about to shit on AEW. We about to take their ratings down. Because I don't know if you saw the stuff about AEW ratings plateauing and WWE ratings going back up right now. And it's because it's exciting right now.
Yeah.
To see who's going to come back and stuff like that. So
now, on the contrary, there was
he's going through his Rolodex every week. Like, who can
definitely now there's been a little backlash to that because there was a talent call with Tony Khan and the AEW roster in the back, and they had to holler at the peeps at WWE. I don't know if they sent a letter or something like that to say, hey, stop tampering with our talent. Like, they got contracts. When the contracts is up, they do what they want to do. They in contract, stop fucking with them. Plenty of free agents out there that ain't, you know what I'm saying? And I feel them on that, you know what I'm saying? And it's like a lot of the dirt sheet shit tried to make it seem like there were so many people that were like itching to leave AEW, this, that, and the third. And I've heard from AEW sources that ain't the case at all. That's just some bullshit to stir up the thing. Like, everybody on both sides is happy where they at. And for those that are free agents that want to go where they go, it's like you can't go wrong either way. At first, it was like, go to WWE and get buried, or go to AEW, get a little shine unless I'm really showing something groundbreaking. No, now it's like either side, you can't really go wrong.
Triple H is definitely calling people over there on AEW, asking them what's up.
Oh yeah.
He's basically acting like a college basketball recruiter right now. And he's like, hey, I'm in town. You want to go to dinner? on me. Let me talk to you. Let me holler at you.
I was just about to you took it right
there. So Trips out here texting, hey, big head.
What?
He's sending Samoa Joe the Godzilla emoji. He like, hey.
Hey, big guy.
Motherfuckers on the phone like
in a glass case of emotion.
You know Adam Cole is injured right now. You know Trips is sending bouquets to his room and shit.
He like, hey man, undisputed, baby.
He only tamper if they allow it to be.
He reading the card and say from Big H.
Big H. Come back to Papa Trips.
Oh man, drop a bomb for Papa Trips.
Papa Trips. Come back to Papa Trips.
Oh man, that's fucking hilarious. But listen, basically, either way you slice it, you can't go wrong. What I will say, quick side note, what I'm really excited about on the other side is we just found out yesterday that coming up for All Out 6-man tag match, the Motor City Machine Guns are coming to AEW, and they'll be teaming with Jay Lethal.
Yes, sir.
Oh man, I can't tell you how geeked I am about that. I'm a Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley stan. So
the Motor City in Chicago once again.
Let's go then. Hell yeah, man. Listen, and speaking of, I guess we might as well talk about All Out while we getting into that. The road to All Out, man. We got a couple of big topics to discuss in terms of that. First and foremost, new and first ever undisputed AEW World Heavyweight Champion, two-time Jon Moxley, y'all. Him and CM Punk. Now, here's the thing with CM Punk's foot injury. Some people are saying that he genuinely fucked this shit up again. Some people are saying that it's a work. Some people are saying that there's going to still be a match at All Out. How y'all feel? We'll go around.
Some people saying this is like an MJF thing where since there's backstage politics going on, that he's like, I'm not going to wrestle a long match. If this is the case, just go ahead and give them the shit and get me out of here.
That's true. That could have happened. That definitely could have happened. But also some people are saying as well that this could also be a setup for the reason why they gave him the belt so quick is that MJF could possibly come to All Out and do some shiesty shit and take the belt. I've heard it. I don't know how true it is, but everybody's saying this will be a golden opportunity. If they're going to set up for that, this will be a great opportunity for them to do it. But we never know. MJF has been radio silent for the last so many months, man. No different from Gargano's situation, only with the exception that Gargano was on Twitch every once in a while. We ain't heard shit from MJF, man.
CM Punk definitely didn't re-injure his foot that night doing that. Well, everything that happened was
that though. You don't know that though.
It was too storyline how it happened. Like when
why would they bump the match if
even the way he hurt his foot initially? It was kind of like a weird injury. The way he hurt his foot to begin with was kind of weird.
He hurt his foot getting caught in the between.
He jumped to the railing and did something to his foot. So I mean, it's not that far fetched that he could have re-hurt it. Well, my biggest thing was I couldn't understand why was that title being defended on TV.
I mean, why not? You know.
That's why I said politics stuff, because this happened. That happened right after all the shit was coming out with CM Punk and stuff like that. That they decided to have the match on Dynamite instead of All Out. So
right.
That's why you got to think like it's some fugazi shit going on. Like,
right.
If it's not politics, then it's some sort of swerve, like you said, MJF or something that they're trying to set up.
It's got to be a swerve because now it's like this big ass main event gap in this pay-per-view that's literally a week from this Sunday. So
let me bring this up, and this ain't got shit to do with this, but it do got something to do with this.
Come on.
Where they done gave Wardlow that title, and Wardlow ain't doing shit. I'm gonna tell y'all that.
You know,
they did Wardlow to fuck up, and Wardlow ain't got no steam right now. Where he at? Do we even got him?
That's real. I do kind of feel that they're taking attention off of the TNT title by putting him in this. I think he's supposed to be teaming up with FTR.
Is that the match? Is him and FTR versus Lethal and the Machine Guns? That's his match. So he don't got a title match. He in a three-way match.
Yeah, 6-man tag. Yeah. Okay. But you would assume, and even though that's gonna be cool, you know, because they were doing the Pinnacle thing up under NJF or whatever. But you would think that there would be a TNT title match at what essentially is one of their big events. That like if Double or Nothing is AEW's WrestleMania, then you got to consider All Out maybe their Survivor Series or their what would be another big four, or would it be the other way around?
But I mean, I would also rather see, like, if MJF was going to return and screw Wardlow, I would want it to be during a title match, not during a six-person.
You're right. Exactly. I agree.
Than that, nothing. You know, so
nothing.
Bruh.
Not the greatest setup. It'll be cool to see the aftermath of what happens, but admittedly, it's not the greatest setup. No lie.
It just seemed like they threw a bunch of, we say this sometimes. They just threw a bunch of people in a match who they didn't have nothing going on with them right now.
Man, yeah.
FTR got the titles from a couple different companies. They ain't in no feud right now. So.
Nah, not right now. They were talking about it though. I was watching a New Japan show, and they were talking about teams that could be next in line to face FTR for the championships and stuff like that. So no, they still looking. They definitely still looking. They still scouting.
People next in line. You got the Acclaimed going against Swerve in Our Glory.
Oh, that ought to be fun.
Right.
That's gonna be a fun match.
What do you think about that? What you know about either one of those teams?
Swerve and who?
Swerve in Our Glory. That's Swerve and Keith Lee and the Acclaim.
They're isn't Keith Lee and Swerve champs right now?
Yep.
Yeah. So they're going to be fighting the Acclaim for the titles at All Out.
All Out. Everybody loves the Acclaim.
Remind me who the Acclaimed are?
The dudes who rap every time they come to the ring.
I don't like those dudes. I don't like the gimmick. I don't think that dude's a very good rapper.
Really?
Nah. It's like low budget. He's trying to be like Word Life. Every time I see him rhyme, like you're trying to be John Cena Word Life era.
I feel like the rhymes is better.
I don't.
And he's black. He's a black.
I don't really get down with them, but I mean, I don't like a whole lot of anything. So
you're not gonna scissor me, Rock?
He know that though.
Scissor me, daddy ass.
He know that.
Scissor.
Listen,
scissor me, Trip. Scissor.
The fact that they get
scissor
away.
Me timbers.
The fact that they get a scissor me timbers. Name of the episode. Anyway, the fact that they get away with openly making scissor references on national television every single week is the most outlandish. Like WWE has done some outlandish shit.
But
I mean, but look, though, I'd rather them do that. The one thing that I can say about AEW, other than Sonny Kiss, but that's who Sonny Kiss is, that they're not the guys who are gay, that ain't their gimmick. And I appreciate that.
Right.
I appreciate that they're not like, oh, you gay? You're going to go out there and marry Billy Gunn.
Yeah, dude. Thank you, man. Hold on. We got to, no, fuck that. Big crowd. I gotta go big crowd on that one because that's something that I've been thinking about for the longest. Like, I love the fact that they just let, regardless of their lifestyle, they just let motherfuckers do them.
Right.
Sonny Kiss is a great performer. By the way, she's now part of a faction, so she's getting some shine. So it's cool. They getting a little TV time. They done brought
right. She getting on the main show and off of dark a little bit, but yeah. Trustbusters now. Yeah,
Trustbusters. That's Ari Daivari. That's whoever Slim J is, who's been around for a while. I had to do my homework on him.
It's a sorry ass name.
Yeah, it is a sorry ass name. But but a bunch of dope individuals and Parker Boudreaux, who came over from NXT. He was Harland in NXT, and so he's now their big heater in that group. He just comes in, throws around people. He's essentially great value Brock Lesnar for right now until they really build him up.
And that's West Side Guns guy. So
that's Rick Ross's guy.
Since AEW ain't giving him his own segment. Westside just got niggas wearing his shirts on TV now. You saw?
Oh yeah, we seen Daniel Garcia with the Buffalo Kid shirt in the Jericho promo. Hell yeah!
And Garcia was posting fourth rope on Twitter.
He sure was. Hey, Buffalo,
man. Hey, Buffalo, yeah.
Buffalo.
Them and Butcher and
Blade. Yep. Buffalo. So
if he make fourth rope some management, then I mean he got wrestlers already in the game.
Yo, and that's something that I think is needed. Let me say this real quick. Why at this point is there not just like there's big sports agencies, like you got Rock Nation Sports for the the basketball players and the baseball players and whatnot. Why is there not somebody doing a big entity like looking out for wrestlers and making sure
You know why?
they money straight.
Because wrestling has always been so internal. Like you have the main promoter, like I mean, look at Vince for instance.
It's like the mob.
Vince wasn't going to let nobody was going to represent anybody that was signed to the WWE while Vince McMahon was there. He was going to be the representation. This could change now.
It's like Jimmy Hoff and the Teamsters and shit, and the union workers and stuff like that. Vince would have got some niggas knocked off had they tried to form a union. They'd have been fired before that happened.
Which, I think when you see Bianca signing and getting representation, that may not have happened when Vince was there, because only a handful of talent was really ever given the free reign, and that's your Rock, your Cena, your Batista.
Yes, it is.
Like it's those guys that has crossover potential.
Right
but now,
definitely Cena.
That could change for everybody.
Definitely Cena. There was him and Cena just went on a double dinner date the other day. Ooh. I don't know if you've seen that. John Cena and Vince McMahon went on a double dinner date. Vince McMahon and one of his hoes, John Cena and his hoes. Yeah.
John Cena is a loyal man. He rides for Vince to the death. Like
I swear to God.
With Vince.
Yeah.
Son-in-law.
Cena's a Vince McMahon guy.
Cena's a company man, and he's gonna do right by Vince because Vince always did right by him in his eyes. So
that's true.
Like I told y'all last pod, if they was doing brand deals back then, John Cena would have been all over that John Deere shit. He'd have more money.
Well, instead of the deer would have been the hand.
He'd be like, you can't see weeds.
You can't see weeds. Drop a bomb for weeds right now.
Hey, talking about weeds, just real quick segue, because I think you posted it somebody posted it in the group chat. How Kevin Nash got a weed strain coming out.
Oh man, shout out to drop another bomb for Kevin Nash. He got the jackknife strain out now in Michigan.
I want more wrestlers to get their own weed strain.
Oh, we got more. I was gonna say we got Ric Flair. He got the Ric Flair drip.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
And first or second, whichever y'all want to put it, I'm mad that it's like a full circle thing. Can I be mad? So like the Migos made the song about him.
Okay.
Or they used his name and his clout for the song.
He was in the video.
Had him in the video.
And he was on
but then Ric Flair makes the strain called Ric Flair Drip, which is only a popular phrase because of the Migos, but that was only a song because of Ric Flair. So do we get to capitalize on it at the end of the day, or is it like still in black culture because the Migos made the phrase or the song?
Oh, it's definitely leaning into black culture. Because he could have called it Ric Flair Woo and called it a fucking day.
But there also is no more Migos. There is no more Migos.
He could have just called it what? Finger four?
The figure four strain. The chest chop would be like a heavy sativa.
Knife edge chop or something.
Knife edge chop would be a heavy sativa. You want to wake up in the morning? Bow, smoke this knife edge chop.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, so with him calling it Ric Flair Drip, he was trying to get into black people who smoke weed and who listen to rap and shit like that with that strain.
Absolutely.
We don't know. We don't know like the back end, the paperwork side of things. Like
now, that's what I was going to say. Like,
the Migos could own
getting some sort
the Migos could own that phrase, that term, the wording. And so the Migos could technically be getting, like, we don't know the back end.
Right.
You right. Quavo could be getting a cut of that.
But that does not negate the point that the marketing strategy leaned into the black community and the culture.
Preach now, sister. The only other wrestling strains that I know about though is from Smoke DZA and their brand over there.
Oh yeah. Well,
what is it? The Undisputed strain?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I do know about that. Also, Rob Van Dam has a CBD line. So for pre and post workout, he's doing CBD flower. He got the CBD fucking.
I ain't trying to hear that. If he ain't
Well,
got
does the CBD have BCAs in it? Is it correctly made?
It is correctly made. It's the good
if he
shit.
Ain't got no indicas. That's called the Van Daminator.
he's working on that. I think that's something that.
So I can get knocked out. You need a sativa called the 5-star Frog Splash.
Hey, shout out to Wana. Yeah. Shout out to Wana Gummies.
The 5-star Frog Splash get you high. The Van Daminator knock you out.
The Van Terminator, my dude.
I feel like it was the Van Daminator in ECW. He might have started calling it the Van Terminator when he moved over.
Oh, no. It's two different moves. The Van Terminator is the coast to coast.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
With the chair in the face.
Just
throwing the chair in the spin kick.
That's what I was talking about.
Oh, okay. yeah, definitely. Yeah. But but the Van Terminator hits you harder.
Nobody should have been getting hit with a Van Terminator.
You ain't never had
That's facts.
You about to let somebody boogie board your face from across the ring with a chair?
Oh my soul! You about to let somebody Shane McMahon you?
You gonna let somebody boogie board your face?
He literally, that's the Shane McMahon shit.
But at least when Shane do it, he using the garbage can, and that shit look like it's made out of aluminum foil. But
he uses a chair.
Smack me with a chair? Nah.
Yeah, I'd rather get hit with the garbage can than the chair.
Yeah, give me the
garbage
can.
Give. The chair ain't got no give.
The chair ain't got no give.
Even if it is a gimmick chair, it's still a chair.
Nah.
All I know is that Rob Van Dam come from ECW where there was no gimmicks.
Yeah.
So
true.
And they said that people didn't want to wrestle him and Sabu because they thought wrestling was for real. So,
no, same thing with New Jack. New Jack used to fuck people up too.
And I seen Rob Van Dam break Jerry Lynn's face with the Van Daminator.
Oh my soul! I know exactly what you're talking about. Yes,
he broke his whole nose. So I don't care. I would have been like Shawn Michaels with Vader. I would have been like, yo, I'm not doing that shit. I'm not. He's not doing that to me.
Nope. Wait, so there was a point, and so I might have been. So there was a point where like Shawn Michaels wasn't gonna take the Vader bomb.
Oh, so Vader. The reason Vader didn't get big in WWE because he was already on the rise with like Undertaker and Kane and them was because he's a hard striker and he's like that New Japan style of wrestling, and Shawn Michaels didn't, and he had to fight Shawn Michaels, and Shawn Michaels ain't want to do that shit.
Yeah, Shawn Michaels ain't for the strong style shit.
So Shawn Michaels buried him to Vince, and then that was like the end of Vader's career, like over in WWE. Or WWF at the time.
Which is crazy because, like, Shawn working with somebody who has that stiff style I think that would go very well together. Because even later in his career, when he fought, like when he had matches against Benoit, I know Angle's not strong style, but Angle's
real.
That's real,
right?
I think it might have more to do with like wrestling the strong style and being able to control it. Like if Vader is a wild striker and he hits you hard or whatever and stuff, you know, him and Mick Foley was used to busting each other open the hard way.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
you know, I could see little Shawn Michaels like, nah, he ain't about to.
Not that face.
Yeah, nah, and I mean, you know,
that was like crackhead, dickhead era Shawn Michaels.
Yeah,
I mean, and a lot of not popularity ever went down, but at the time that was like. It was high point for him.
Yeah,
he was running shit, so he could say what he did or didn't want to do, or veto people if he wanted to.
Reliving all that again when I watched the DX A&E doc was crazy. I forgot how much of an asshole he allegedly was backstage at that time that he was up in front of the crowd, which was nuts.
Did you watch the Luger one?
I didn't watch the Luger one. The only two I've watched, I've been kind of going down the list of past episodes. So the only two I watched the most recent one, which is the Edge one, and I watched the DX one. I still got some ways to go.
You gotta watch the Kurt Angle joint.
I'm ready for the Angle joint.
The Lex Luger one it's really sad.
Yeah, I know.
For a number of reasons. So it's good though, but it's really you're just like, damn.
The total package Lex Luger, as he used to call himself.
Yeah.
Man.
I mentioned this in the group chat one time, but I don't know if y'all seen it or if y'all are aware of like Dark Side of the Ring teaming up with The Rock and 7 Pounds.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and the new season is not called Dark Side from the Ring. They renamed it something, but it's the same production people of Dark Side of the Ring with The Rock's backing behind them now.
Ooh, that means there's gonna be some more money behind it. He probably get access to more people on speed dial and some crazy stories. Rock himself will probably lend some.
Well, yeah,
some
I think
stories.
that's what it's more about, is them being able to tell the stories without the backlash or without the having to worry about shit, you know?
Yeah, so if he got control of it, he like, y'all say what y'all want. I don't get no fuck because I'm gonna say what I want because I'm the Rock. That's what he does.
He gonna have 7 pounds. Go put the pound on him. Y'all got
On
something
my
to say?
soul, on my soul. Shout out to Terramana, by the way. If you ain't drinking Terramana, I don't know what to tell you. That's some of the best tequila on the planet. It's not super expensive and it's black owned. That's all I'm gonna put that out there.
I don't drink tequila though, so I don't know.
Yeah, no. That's if you are a tequila drinker, fuck Casamigos. Go save your money and get a better tequila by going to get this Terramana that doesn't cost as much Casamigos, but tastes better. And again, black owned. So I'm gonna support my own. I'm gonna support The Rock first before anything. But yeah, just kind of going down that road. Look, man. So much. One other thing I wanted to cover real quick as we talked about the road to All Out. Oh yeah, we got to get into Kenny. Kenny's back now, and Kenny's back in a major way. We are gonna see next week. Yes, indeed. We are going to see next week in the trios tournament semifinals. We're going to see Kenny and the Bucks take on Will Ospreay and Aussie Open representing United Empire from New Japan. It's either supposed to happen next week. All Out supposed to be the finals. So this I think is going to be happening next week though. To get Kenny and Ospreay in the same ring again, that's going to be exciting. I know T probably guessing, huh?
I was flipping channels last night, and I put it on for like the last 5 minutes of, was it Dynamite or Rampage? What's on?
Dynamite.
Yeah, I was I turned it on and I'm like, why is Will Ospreay in the ring?
So they during the Forbidden Door time, they brought Will Ospreay and Aussie Open from United Empire. They brought them over. So because of that success, Tony Khan and the owner of New Japan have really been in cahoots and have really been able to work out some situations to pass some superstars around occasionally. So, and Will Ospreay and them, they like wrestling against the AEW guys. And because you got Kenny and them over there, they're already familiar with a lot of these guys. A lot of these guys, they didn't wrestle before. So they get to wrestle them on national TV on a big, of course. Why not? Yes, I'll gladly come to the States and do that. So,
because I was surprised because I was like, he's not in AEW, but I guess.
He was there. He been there since that build up before Forbidden Door was the first time he showed up, and he's been showing up and showing out ever since. But having him and Kenny in the ring, and I know Teak want to speak on that too. Teak, we were talking.
I want to speak on how Death Triangle don't be getting no respect, man. And I feel like my Lucha Bros ain't been getting no respect. I know Rock feel the same way, man.
Mm-hmm.
They forever taking the fall.
They was beating Ray Phoenix ass last night.
People always want to snatch Pentagon mask off or do some shit. They can't just beat them fair and square.
True, but, very true.
But I feel the same way. Kind of like, I mean, I know they're Kenny and the Bucks is gonna win the trios titles. They got to.
You say they're gonna win?
I hate that. On God, I hate that. I hate the fucking Bucks. I hate that.
I mean, because they're not about to give them the Aussie Open. And did is Hangman in any of the Dark Order? Are they in the trios tournament or no?
That's another semifinal match. They say two members of the Dark Order got a mystery partner. I can't imagine that being anything other than Hangman unless he already got something to do.
Right, so I would figure that it would end up being Dark Order and Hangman versus the Bucks. And
that would make sense.
In the finals, if you're trying to tell an overarching story, Hangman's relationship with the Young Bucks, Hangman's issue with Kenny. All of that stuff you can build off and play off of all that.
Exactly.
But you're not giving those titles to the Dark Order.
Nah.
Ain't no way, boy. Ain't no way.
So you're gonna give them to the best tag team in the world and the best bout machine. You're gonna give it to Kenny Omega and the
Elite.
Or
the
Elite. Okay. And but just like the tag team titles, I felt like the inaugural tag team titles should have been the Lucha Bros.
Yeah.
And I feel like that the Trios champion should be the Lucha Bros and
Pac. Yeah, definitely. Death Triangle, man. That's a great team. I mean, at the very least, what I do like, at least one member of that team, I could say what they're doing with Pac is he's touring solo, defending the Atlantic Championship, the All Atlantic Championship, and other promotions, and they're showing that shit on AEW programming, whether it's dark or not. Like I like the fact that that's what that title, like that's like a real. When you hear like something like an Intercontinental title, that's what you would have hoped would have happened. Is that whoever's holding that belt would have went to other countries on his own and defended that. So I like what they're doing with the All Atlantic Championship. They're really making it something prestigious like that with Pac. But yeah, Lucha Bros, man, we gotta put some respect on the Lucha Bros. Drop bomb for the Lucha Bros.
For real.
Ray Phoenix, that's my Power Ranger. I call him my Power Ranger. Every time. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I just want to say I'm just really excited about Chris Jericho and Bryan Danielson.
Oh yeah, that was another. Yeah.
You know, we haven't seen it in a while. I think this is going to be really good, and you know,
it's going to be
I'm
a
just
song.
personally excited.
They're having a match at the pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's going to be a song of lions and dragons at the pay-per-view. Which
should have been my put over.
It's one-on-one, just them two.
One-on-one.
Yeah.
Okay. We get
nice.
BCC versus JAS. We get Lionheart Chris Jericho versus American Dragon Bryan Danielson. And you couldn't ask for a doper match. I mean, there's many of other things you could do, but that's gonna be fire. Yeah. And Jericho, that last match where he kind of got on his Lionheart shit again. He really went there. He went there, you know, for his age and for what he's capable of doing now, but he definitely pushed himself a little bit harder in that character. So I like when he be doing the Lionheart shit now. And so to see that Jericho persona going up against Danielson is
it's gonna be cool.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Bangers. If ain't nobody watching it, I don't know. I might go to the movie theater for this one if I don't order it at home. I might go back to the movie theater because all that would be crazy. And then last in that same vein with All Out, we were talking about Ricky Starks and Powerhouse Hobbs, man. That it looks like the singles match is gonna happen.
Oh yeah,
so we're gonna get Hobbs and Starks at All Out, probably on the. I wouldn't be surprised if that would be on the buy-in. I don't see that being on the actual main card, but that'll definitely be on the buy-in with Powerhouse Hobbs and. Oh, you're muted again, bro. Oh, okay. I know. Okay. I ain't even know. My bad. But yeah. Oh yeah.
Company.
Hell yeah. But yeah, Hobbs and Starks. First of all, Starks is on his babyface shit. Starks is good on the mic. Starks got a lot of passion. We know he's good in the ring. Hobbs is definitely showing the type of heel he could be. Teak, I'm gonna let you take this one. I know you a Powerhouse Hobbs fan for sure. So, man,
I mean, Powerhouse Hobbs should just beat the fuck out of him, and then it should be a wrap. I mean, honestly, like I know we building. I know what it is Ricky Starks building for his revenge, and he should go over so that they can go their separate ways and blah blah blah. But he should just get the fuck beat out of him, like Hobbs is Bobby Lashley, and just
get murdered
and just give him the Bobby Bashley, you know?
Not the Bobby Bashley.
It's just gonna be weird if he doesn't. Like yeah.
Right. I mean, is there some stipulation? I mean, if there's shenanigans involved, like if it's a no DQ match or something like that, then he can have a reason to win, and Hobbs won't be looking let down. But you can't build Hobbs into the monster that he's supposed to be if you have him lose.
Yeah, that's true. But also in the same vein,
unless Starks win, and then Hobbs just beat the fuck out of him after the match after he loses.
I foresee that happening more than anything. Starks is gonna win, but Hobbs is gonna put him through a table or something. Yeah, Hobbs gonna win. Like he gonna win the battle. Hobbs gonna win the war. It's gonna be real. Yeah.
Hey, that was me.
Very, very much so. That. Yeah, definitely. That's all. That's always in the stash. That's actually rock knowledge, Ash. That little clip I just played. Yeah, man. So listen, we got one more week on the road to both All Out and Clash at the Castle. So 2 big pay-per-views coming up Sunday. You decide. I mean, many of us, we may tune out of one day and watch it again the other day. Some people gonna watch them at the same time. But whatever your choice is, this next week is gonna be some wrestling, because then we also got Worlds Collide, and that's a lot. But NXT Worlds Collide is crazy.
So speaking of NXT, y'all heard anything about the Usos' little brother coming up?
I did hear that there are plans to bring Safa, aka Solo Sikoa. There are plans to bring him up sooner than later.
But is those plans going to involve ushering him into the bloodline?
I don't know. I think he may be something different. I think he's more so on some like, hey, my cousins and them could do their thing. I'm gonna be this bruiser and do this. There might be like conflict of interest, but I don't think if he do join the bloodline, it's not gonna be right away.
I want to see the conflict. I want to see them bumping up against him in the back, walking past him, and he just walking past him, and they're like, "What up?"
That's what I'm saying. Like
he's gonna lay down.
Yeah,
he's gonna stay down.
Yeah.
If he does join the bloodline, it's not gonna be instantaneously. They're gonna have to work that because he's gonna be reluctant to do his own thing, and especially the way they've been booking him on NXT. He a bruiser, he a fighter, he got all the moves, he got everything. So it's like, yeah, he gonna do that for a while. Eventually, maybe a few months down the road, maybe a year down the road. Who knows? Roman might talk him into finally doing the heel turn and doing the bloodline thing. But it definitely
ain't gonna be dramatic. It's gonna be a lot of fighting.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a lot of backstage, sneak attacks. It's gonna be mad dramatic.
And without going too deep into it, I'm really excited. Speaking of Worlds Collide, I'm really excited about.
Rock,
go ahead.
You trying to signal? Did you have something to say on this?
Oh, sorry.
Just to backtrack to the pay-per-view dates. Actually, you don't choose next weekend because WWE's Clash at the Castle is Saturday.
Oh, okay. My apologies.
You can watch both.
All right. So
same weekend, but not the same days. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was under the impression that
they're doing Saturday and Sunday.
That's what's up.
Give y'all little girlfriends some money so y'all can, have your weekend in peace.
Man, listen. That's gonna be that. This whole week is gonna be crazy, and then you get the weekend with the show. So yeah, real quick, Worlds Collide. Tyler Bate versus what's my man name? Steiner's kid.
Braun
Breakker. Tyler Bate, Braun Breakker, unified NXT title on the line because for those of you that don't know, Tyler Bate is the NXT UK champion, and they're about to do away with NXT UK in the favor of eventually rebranding to NXT Europe. It's going to be more than just UK involved, but while they're in that transition, they're bringing the UK stars over to primary NXT, and there's going to be one NXT champion. So Braun is dope. If I don't tune into NXT for nothing else, I watch Braun. I've been watching Tyler Bate. He's been one of my favorites for quite some time. So to see these two in the ring, I'm all for it. So yeah, watch Worlds Collide this week. Watch Clash of the Castle.
Or don't.
Watch Clash. All right. Yeah, watch what you want to watch. If you want to watch Clash of the Castle, but we're a wrestling podcast, so we're gonna say why not? Watch Clash of the Castle on Saturday.
NXT 2.0. So
that's understandable. But for those do,
I watch takeovers. Are they gonna have a takeover coming up soon?
Worlds Collide. They doing the work. They got the Worlds Collide shit.
I mean, before, was it November typically when they would do war games?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
What are they gonna do war games this year with Regal not being there? I bet they don't.
Nah.
That sucks. I love war games.
Yeah.
War games is fun.
War games is fun. I mean, they do a similar match now over at AEW, but it's not as bloody.
Yeah, might. You never know.
Mm-hmm. It could. They could be stepping back in. I mean, Triple H just got back control. We don't know what this man gonna do within the next. We didn't know what he was gonna do the last month. It's now been a month with Triple H and Stephanie being in charge of the WWE, and that's the last. That's the last thing I want to touch on, y'all. With this, it's literally been over 30 days now since the announcement was made that Triple H will be taking over as creative and that Stephanie McMahon will be co-CEO of WWE. How do you think they've done on a grade from A to F? What do you think they've done so far this first month, y'all?
You know, for me, you give me some nostalgia.
Okay.
You know, you fangirl me a little bit. I'm all in. I'm giving it a 12.
What is that? Is that an A or is that a F?
Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot what kind of grading scale. It's going to be an A plus because they also did the extra credit question at the end. So
okay.
I'd give them a B plus.
I gotta agree with Teak. I'm gonna give them a B plus. They've been doing some great things.
There's some returns that I didn't care for, or
Dakota.
You said Dakota Kai.
Didn't care about I've never liked her.
The little swerves.
Wait, who's the little swerves?
Swerves minions.
Oh no, bro! Hold on.
You talking about
Hit Row? Hey man, listen.
I could have swore she was So is Triple H's WWE allowing them to have OnlyFans now?
She still got it.
She still
That's
got
what
it.
I said. Didn't she have an OnlyFans? So she still got it.
She ain't taking it down.
I don't think she's busting it out on there either. I think it's just like, clothed implied sexy pics.
No, she's not. Yeah, she ain't busting it open.
She ain't letting that thing. She ain't letting that thing.
I mean,
OnlyFans.
If I'm being honest, B-Fab don't have a lot of thing to be thanging. She kind of just straight up and down.
She ain't got no things to be thanging with.
She really just straight.
That's the thing though. She was on TV, and then when she didn't have an income,
yeah,
like, well, y'all want to see my thing, whether they thanging or not, because y'all saw me on TV.
Right. That's kind of where the capitalization comes. I know whose OnlyFans is probably doing pretty well, Tony Storm, but that's a different story. Anyway.
Hers from what I've seen, hers is shouldn't be doing well.
How y'all skipped over the interim women's championship.
Oh shit, that's
you're gonna
right.
You're gonna bring up her OnlyFans, but not the accomplishments.
Damn.
That's why I'm here to check the testosterone in the
Listen, I love Thunder Rosa.
Talking to you.
You right. I love Thunder Rosa first and foremost, but yeah,
Thunder pages too.
Yes. Hey, Thunder Rosa with her beautiful self, unfortunately, got an injury. She now has to vacate the AEW women's title. There will now be, I think, is it a 4-way match for the interim women's championship? We're gonna have
Tony,
Britt
Baker,
Jamie Hayter,
Sheeta.
Who? Oh, Hikaru Shida, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and then and Storm.
And Storm.
Yeah.
He's not in that.
Who?
Jade.
No, Jade still. She's still running the TBS title.
Jade Cargill's hurt.
No, she still got the TNT title.
I mean the TBS title rather. Yeah,
it'd be dope if she went in there and took that belt too.
Jade 2 belts.
They still got her bullying Athena around.
Show it is.
She bullying her. She bully everybody around, and she getting the con. She bully her own teammates around. They don't even like Layla Gray replacing Red Velvet for the moment. Like I think now they kind of warming up to it, but at first she's like, "Ain't no baddie, bitch. I don't know you." Anyway, but yeah,
is wild.
Definitely be on the lookout for that Fatal 4-Way match at All Out for the interim.
Are you watching Predator?
Yes, he
is.
Yeah,
Bill Duke, a wild man. Yo, he's sitting there shaving while he's being hunted by a predator. I forgot about that. Bill Duke, a wild man.
Crazy as hell.
Shout out to Bill Duke.
Legendary Bill Duke, man. I still remember him as the chief of police and national security.
Yes.
Can I get a chip? Here you go. Yeah. Ate that motherfucker in his face.
So you want to get on to the burials?
Definitely. Well, we would, absolutely, because we kind of went into final thoughts subconsciously. So now we go into the wonderful burial. And I know, and let's see, what we burying, man.
Oh,
I got that bell.
Yeah, I got the burial.
See, what's the burial of the week, my man?
I'm gonna bury Discovery Plus because they've merged with HBO Max.
Oh yeah.
And in doing that, HBO Max has pulled 60 titles off of HBO Max right now, and also has a list of upcoming titles that was supposed to be coming over that's no longer going to be going there, which includes, from what I heard, was a Steve Urkel Family Matters Christmas special that was animated.
Was so ready for that. I was so pissed off about that, man. I love Urkel. I love Family Matters.
Where is their diversity and inclusion department?
They're also no longer going to be doing the new Batman cartoon. It's not going to be anymore. They already said that the new Batgirl movie is not going on HBO Max.
We not getting raised by wolves. We're not getting another season of that, unfortunately, and that's my shit. Damn, man.
And like I said, they've taken away stuff, and the weirdest thing about it is that they were saying that some of these titles are still going to be shopped around elsewhere, but Warner Media owns HBO Max or something, right? Mm-hmm. So if you're creating streaming content, why wouldn't it go to your streaming service?
Yeah, I don't get that logic neither. Yes, it's Warner Brothers.
But if you think about it, it's you can also get HBO Max via other larger streaming services. Like you can get it attached to your Amazon, you can get it attached to your Hulu, you can get it attached to your YouTube TV. So, but when you get it attached, there's certain titles you do and don't have.
Interesting stuff. Yeah, Warner Brothers Discovery
company. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
But I hope that Ghost Brothers comes over because I'm really excited about that.
So you hope what?
Ghost Brothers. I don't know if y'all watch that show.
What the fuck is that?
It's 3 black guys about our age. They go ghost hunting.
Oh wow.
So what they were saying is that what Discovery is going to be bringing over is more of the more unscripted stuff, more like
Ghost Brothers.
What do you call that shit? Love and Hip Hop and stuff like
reality.
That. Reality TV versus HBO having all the scripted stuff. But
that sucks.
I don't watch the reality.
I don't do a lot of reality TV neither.
I don't either. I'm just kind of excited about getting Ghost Brothers. That's all.
I gotta check out this Ghost Brothers now, and it's funny. I'm literally looking to my right, and HBO Max is on the screen, so I'm gonna go ahead and see what that do.
You better go look in that section that says leaving soon.
Leaving soon.
Right? We're gonna have a leaving soon ass weekend.
Listen, as long as they don't tamper with, God willing, the next season of Pause with Sam J, whatever. But that's the main thing I've been watching on HBO Max. Such a good show.
And
Sweet Life. It's Southside. Oh, Southside season 3 is happening. And
with Southside.
Southside season 3 is happening. And Ash, you obviously
know Discovery. Drop that Undertaker on them again.
Oh yeah.
That shows Discovery Plus.
Yeah, leave that alone. Definitely leave that alone. Ash, you probably know who Val Warner is, obviously, right?
Mm-hmm.
She's just announced this morning that she's gonna be on season 3 of Southside.
Everybody's on season 3.
So dope.
Everybody on season 3. I'm just so happy for Kareem and Quincy Young, the twins. You know, they did that. Okay, it was so accurate to how Chicagoans can be. So
that's I would have to say that Southside for a comedy is probably more accurate to our city than some of the dramas, and that's fucked up because it be some outlandish shit going on in Southside, but it's really what it be.
That's really
everybody's just trying to come up, fuck, smoke weed, stay out the way of bullets, stay out the way of the cops. That's literally the whole.
Don't watch Chirac
and eat good,
Shy.
Right?
Don't watch Tommy.
Southside is probably the most accurate
depiction of Chicago. Thank you.
Thank you. Oh my soul. So yeah, blessings to them brothers for sure. And once again, Val Warner and her fine thick self being on season 3. I suggest y'all go look up Val Warner. She's a well-known TV personality from the crib. She was a former newscaster that went into TV, and then now she's doing some other things, and now she's acting. So blessings to her and blessings to the whole cast and crew of Southside for coming back for season 3. And now we get into one of my favorite things, which is the MANIA snack of the week. Snack of the week.
He just like doing
that every time now. Like you should have recorded it.
This week.
I'm doing it every live stream. So I've joined the show. Yeah. I've done it every week.
Okay, good.
2 years.
This week it's going to be a little different. You know, this is a snack of the week, but I don't want to disrespect what today is. I'm just going to highlight that today is 21 years since we lost an incredible talent. I know where you're going with this. August 25th, 2001. We lost Aaliyah.
Oh man!
So
not clapping for losing her, but just clapping for Aaliyah. So,
I remember that day.
Aaliyah was. I still get bummed out today.
She dropped a hell of an album before she left up out of here. I tell you that much.
She was about to take over the world, man. Like she killed it in Queen of the Damned. Like she was about to do the Hollywood thing. She was just really starting to step out of that shell. Like the baggy pants were leaving in favor of tighter skin and bathing suits, and she was starting to really blossom and kind of she took the glasses off, and you found out that her eyes were like beautiful, and it's like, oh shit, okay,
took the glasses off.
Yeah, she took the
glasses. Because everybody was saying she cockeyed. That's why she wearing them glasses.
She's far from it.
She was special. She was a special talent. She was special.
Completely natural.
Everything about her was just so dope, man. And I'm glad I got to see her live one time.
So lucky.
I didn't get to see that. Man.
Yeah, that is something I'm like, okay. But
like to dress like her my entire childhood.
Yeah, you got to see. Thank you.
Well, no, I had an opportunity to go to an all ages concert when I was a little younger. I don't know what happened, but my oldest brother used to do lighting for the historic Regal Theater on the south side of Chicago. My oldest brother Damon. So he didn't seen and brought back pictures of some of everybody from Aaliyah to 112. I used to have a bunch of shit sitting on my dresser. They used to bring back the crib. Like, look who I met. Look who I. Yeah, man. Shout out the ball. But yeah, man, we miss Aaliyah. Damn, I can't tell you how many times I've gone back just to. It's certain key records that I always go back to. But as far as full body of work, like the album that she dropped just before she died still holds up right now. Production quality.
It does.
And everything.
For me, it's
one in a million, of course.
The last album was great. However, I'll tell you this much. I will not, and just flat out buy anything having to do with Rock the Boat. I don't watch the video. I don't listen to the song.
Really?
It's skipped every time. I don't. No.
Well, it gets skipped on the.
That's the song.
You don't listen to.
She was filming that video. That's what
we're gonna say. You don't listen to any of her songs that R. Kelly wrote.
She was filming that video.
I know.
But that's most of the 1 in a million. That's all the 1 in a million album. Damn.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
No, okay.
She had already broken away.
That was the first.
Back and forth. Was that Back and Forth? What was the name of that album?
Name of that?
but a number was
Age ain't nothing but a
AJ
number.
number.
God damn it! I'm sorry.
And that's
You're
when
right.
we should have put his ass in jail. Okay,
Yes, very much. So.
He's
the
on
moment
he's
the album
cover.
name came out.
He's on the cover like a creeper in the background.
Right. Look at all.
So, but yeah, rest in
Very
peace,
true.
Leah. She is missed. So missed.
Him being a creeper is not funny, but I can laugh at it because he's locked away. So
Yeah,
He's gone.
very much so. And baby girl, we miss you dearly. I got a folder full of records that you should have got.
Gone way too soon.
God damn. Yes,
Bro,
man. So that's
the landscape of R&B would be so different.
Bruh.
you ain't lying.
If
I
it
don't-
was there.
Well, I don't know that it would be different so much as it would be wider.
Mm-hmm.
We would have
would've been at the
far more
forefront.
options.
He would have been at the forefront.
Yes.
Yeah. Drop a bomb for the baby girl.
Yeah.
Damn. That's a good one. That's a good
Yeah,
one.
it would have pretty much been her and Beyonce.
Pretty much, because I'm tired of people saying that Beyonce wouldn't existed like Beyonce. is
No,
not
they're two different types of
performer and
artists.
not singers. So
Period.
yes, they're two definitely. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate you saying that because that's an
Period,
argument.
boo.
That's an argument I have with so many like whether it be females or whether it be males. Oh, if
And
Aaliyah
even
wasn't
at this
alive,
time, do we
yeah.
even have anything like an Aaliyah right now? Like we truly don't.
I truthfully think the closest thing to an Aaliyah, but with a heightened performance element to her, because she is also an instrumentalist, is who I call Gabby affectionately, aka her. I think she's a little bit more now that people have kind of seen her face, because she was doing the whole mysterious shit for a while, and now that people seen her face and seen
But
her
maybe
out
you're
there,
absolutely right.
yeah, I think the closest thing is her, but only with the exception that her will get on there on some Prince Jimi Hendrix shit, pull out her own custom Fender that they sell in stores now, and rock that motherfucker. So yeah, I think that's probably the closest thing, but there's only one Aaliyah, and man, we miss you, baby girl, definitely. Wow, yeah, man. So just real quick before we get out of here, man, gotta shout out the people that paved the way. I know he's not part of the show anymore, but he definitely did. He paved the road for us. So blessings to Mega Ran.
His name is still on the
His name is still
on the marquee.
On the marquee.
Yeah, we gonna have to redraw that. Add me.
Yeah.
Take him off.
He pays, like he said, he pays the bills. You know, it's
Exactly,
Mega Ran presents Mania. You
Yeah,
know?
right.
Definitely.
But shout out to him. Song in Clerks 3.
Oh yeah. We gotta give love to Mega Ran real quick. I want to drop another bomb for Mega Ran.
How would gold, silver, platinum for the
Ninja Turtles thing? Yeah,
Turtles.
we spoke on that, but we did not talk about. We talked about the Ninja Turtles thing last time, but we did not talk about the Clerks. Yeah, tracked.
Dude, we weren't allowed to talk about that.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true though.
That was in the tuck until, of course,
until he knew for sure.
Absolutely.
And once he took the picture
on Facebook
in the credits.
Exactly.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, shout out to that. Him and Cap went out to the premiere, the red carpet event for Clerks 3 last night. They
rubbing shoulders with Rosario Dawson and all type of other shit. That shit was cool.
Some of my favorite people, including, like you said, Rosario Dawson.
Kevin Smith and all them. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. I was thinking the same thing. Like I texted him and I was like, I want to hug Rosario Dawson too. I need that right now. It's rough times, my nigga. But anyway, love to Ran. Tractor Beam from Live 95 is
Cap's face touched her face.
On my soul. Yes, you are absolutely right.
And then we got Proto Culture.
Oh yeah, Proto Culture season. You're right. Proto Culture season with Mega Ran and Penny the Great, Writers Guild Gang. Another solid body of work. Please pick that up. All the vinyl sold out though. That vinyl sold out as soon as he put it up. But still go stream that. Still go pick that up for sure.
Or if you see him in person, he might have a few more vinyls on him. So go to the show.
If you in the Phoenix area or any area where he may be performing,
go on tour.
Right. I was just about to say anywhere he may be performing, regardless of where it's at, and go ride down on him for one of them vinyls, please. It's well worth it. Please still go get Live 95 also, just because I have a track on it. But outside of that, also got to give love to Geekscape.net. That's our distributor. Geekscape. MANIA podcast. Also, shout out to Neo X who isn't with us today, man. But I'm sure he'll be back next time we hop on the pod, and the next time we do what the fuck we do. And speaking of
it.
Yeah, when we do it, and which of course is every other Thursday, 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern, and ish on both sides, and
give or take about 15, 18.
Yeah,
and then usually available on all streaming platforms the next day.
Absolutely.
For the day after.
Yep, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts at, we there, we everywhere. Big blessings. I hope everybody enjoys it. There is a Matt Mania YouTube page now. So the video version of this stream will be on the YouTube page tomorrow, along with the actual audio posted to all the streaming platforms and whatnot. So we'll get that together. But youtube.com we don't have a custom URL yet because we got to build it. We got to build it up some more for them so they can do it. And then by next week, we will be live on the Matt Mania YouTube is what I want to say. So not next week, but the week after next time we do the stream, we will be live on the Matt Mania YouTube page, as well as here on the Facebook and the Matt Mania Twitter. So we everywhere. And
when you catch us 2 weeks, you can catch us everywhere.
Everywhere. And then TikTok content is coming up. I'm cutting up videos and shit to put on there now. We do have a Matt Mania TikTok page, so it's Matt Mania Podcast /MMP News, or just TikTok.com/Matt Mania Podcast, obviously. So without any further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get up out of here. We out this bitch like a newborn baby. I appreciate those of you who have came in. It wasn't many, but it's okay. I know y'all gonna stream it like crazy, and I know y'all gonna watch the video like crazy, so it's cool. You'll come back next week. We'll have a little bit more edge to promote it because now we're on all platforms. But on behalf of my boys, Rock Knowledge, my man T Call, and on behalf of the lovely Ash 10, DJ Ash 10, let me put some respect on that real quick. I'm G1 to the rescue, and as always,
with the energy.
Yeah, absolutely, with the energy. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate that. G1 to the rescue with the energy. And by all means, please, in this crazy life that we live, do us all a favor and keep your shoulders off the mat. We'll see you in 2 Thursdays. Watch that wrestling.
Boom, 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 boom.